Hello, good morning. All right, let me know where you are joining me from and also if the voice is coming through. All right, let me know where you're joining me from and can you hear me before we start the business of the day? We are live. Okay, let's quickly take a look at NASDAQ. In our last stream, I told you how NASDAQ were or was absorbing the sellers. Okay, by identifying as at then it was this candle or thereabout was positive. I said you can see lower higher highs here and we can see lower. Let me adjust that there. Okay, one of the ways of spotting absorption is to look at divergence. All right, so you can see on the price chart we printed a low here. For a downtrend we are supposed to break this low and then trade lower. Okay, and you see that happening especially when the sellers are coming in aggressively through the CVD. You're going to see sellers coming in, and when you see them coming in, they are supposed to print a lower low. Okay, but what happened is we created a low here. Aggression came in on the seller side. Aggressive seller came in. This is effort from the sellers. Effort. However, there was no follow through. There was no result for a lower low. We created a lower low here, but there was no lower low. So effort didn't lead to result. If you remember Wyckoff made statement like that: effort and result. When you put in effort in something, you want to see the result. Okay, I can see the chat. Victor says I can hear you. Victor, don't worry, I will see you after this. Hopefully, we are going to have a session. Good morning, Victor from Uyo. I can hear you. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know. So as I was saying, when you put an effort into something, you want to see a result. Okay, same thing applies in trading. All right, when you see aggressive sellers coming in, you want to see that the market give you that result by going down. When you see aggressive buyers lifting the ask or the offer, you want to see the result through higher prices. But what happened here? We have the price didn't come down as much as aggression was coming in from the seller. So this is divergence. And I said, if it ends that way with a bullish close, we should be buying. And what happened that day? We had a bearish close, so you simply wait and see the bullish, because the bullish shows that buyers are stepping in. The limit buyers are really coming in. Now, let me explain this concept here so that you understand. Everything is about understanding. You don't have to cram anything. Oh, when I say divergence, yeah, no. It must first of all happen at area of key level, which is the support. You can see here I have the opening price here. I'm going to make a video about absorption, how to use absorption to gauge reversal. All right, I will do that video, but for now, just pay attention. Okay, you see, it must happen at a key level. This is a key level, yeah, and it's a support. So price was coming in aggressively. Sellers were bringing this down, but at the point they got absorbed. That means what it's telling you is that around this area here, and you can see the previous week value area low, is also a key area that most people buy, especially when it comes to the low volume nodes. So that means people were placing in limit orders below that. They were placing limit order below that. And those limit orders were sufficient enough to absorb the aggressive buyers, the aggressive sellers. The limit buy order was enough, sufficient enough to absorb the aggressive sellers. Okay, so that is why you can't see the effort of the aggressor in the price. You can't see the effort of the aggressor in the price. And that is simply means a signal that the market should reverse. And I was able to take a trade into the area here before I exited, because I want to take it as a form of intraday. So now if you look at this, we are still bullish on this. We are bullish because this sign shows us bullish momentum. So the next key level is this area. Okay, and we can see today is Thursday, and this is the value area of the current week. It might stay like this unless we have more orders coming in that will shift it. But if it stays like this and Thursday closes bullish above that, it's also a good thing for the buyers. All right, and if you look at the monthly, this is the monthly value area. You can see this is where the majority of the trades took place, and that's another good sign. We are closing above that in this current week, and we should be pushing higher. So where can we join this trade? This is what I do. I help you analyze and show you those levels where you can join the trade. So if you go to the 4-hour, it's going to take time to load. Okay. So let me take off the volume profile. Okay. So the first thing you can do is a break and retest, yeah, which has already played out. Yeah. This blue candle break, this comes in, that's your entry. Now, if you break this level, if you break this level, You can do a retest and then push up. Okay. So that is what is happening on NQ. We are bullish on NQ. All right. All right. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So let's go back to gold. Gold. Let's look at the daily first. After a huge dump in gold, what next? Okay. Part of the absorption series I'll be talking about is knowing trap buyers and trap sellers. Why I kept this here is to explain the trap sellers here. Okay. Gold was tanking. Okay. Gold was tanking. Let me take off these lines. I put them in this morning to mark out the key levels. So they are becoming too much. Okay. So let me take this off. Okay. Now, first of all, I told you about the area where there was 200 lot size. Look at it here. When price was coming up, that was where the market went down again. Okay. I talked about this in the last live stream, that if you can get the close above it, that is where you can enter and then push higher. But we couldn't close above it. It closed below, and that is a sign of bearish move. Now, we can see a lot of sellers push this down until we have a trap seller here. And when you get the trap sellers, area like this, if you look at the footprint chart, these are areas where you can get the retracement to push higher. Okay. Now, going to the 4-hour, there's not much info here. Here you can see buyers are stepping in here. And at first, they couldn't push higher. This wanted to be a trap buyer. But the way things are looking, I should favor the bullish traders. So looking at the 4-hour, the 4-hour is clearer. Yeah. So we broke above this key level. You can see break, retest, that was the entry. And this was throughout the night. We're having a push down. You can see how those big orders serves as area of support. Yeah, thanks for confirming that, Victor. Area of support. Okay. You can see how they serve as area of support, especially the ones closer to the key levels. This is a key level. If you want to know how to identify those key levels, you can join my mentorship. right? Join my mentorship. So one of the areas you can take a trade there is where the price is currently. That's a good area because we broke above a key level. It's retesting that level now. That's one area. The second one is the retest of here. All right. And the last is this level. But we are bullish overall. So I'm in this trade here with my stop loss below this. If it takes me out, I'll try to enter again until I get a bearish direction. All right. So that is how you trade. You make your plans and you follow your plan. Okay, you follow your plan. If you have any question, let me know in the chat. And by the way, if you want to use the ATAS platform for 14 days free trial, use the link in the description. Okay, the link in the description will give you 14 days free trial on ATAS. This is a powerful order flow software to help you understand where traders are placing their orders, the volumes, how many volumes are coming in at those levels. This is very key, very important. All right. Let me get your questions. I'll be right back. So right now, this is where I'm in the trade. Okay. Yeah. So hopefully, let's see if market will push. Now you can see, looking at the cluster chart, cluster statistics. Sellers are trying to push the price down. Okay. At the point we have minus 15, that means negative 115 contracts. And currently it is 112. That's a lot of effort or average effort, and we are seeing it here. So what I want to see is this delta decreases as this one increase. Okay, that shows limit orders are coming in. And also the reason why I enter that trade is because there's a open position here that initially looks like a trap buyer. What is the amount of it? Yellow and white. Let's say 100 contracts. So that serves as a form of support as well. You can see price came in there and then rejecting. Now this is simply an intraday, right? If you are scalping, you could have taken a trade stop loss just below this, all right, and then you are out of that trade for scalpers. So let's go to the 1 hour. I think I will analyze Euro USD today. A 1 hour, all right. Now on the 1 hour, we have 91 minus 91 sellers in terms of contract, but there's no follow through, just 14 aggressive buyers contract, no follow through. So this is effort on the aggressive seller part, but no result, no reward. So if this closes bullish, I'll be so happy to hold it even longer. All right, you can see how order flow help in giving you the narrative of the market, what is happening in the market currently. All right, using understanding the auction market theory, understanding the opening price as my level of key levels. Because as it stands now, there's no volume profile, high volume nose or low volume nose right now. So what are you going to use? And again, if you look up here, we have the this is the weak point of control, which serves as what magnet. Let me be sure, please. Let me be sure of that. Last week? Last week weekly profile. Yeah, last week weekly profile. All right, that was where the majority of volumes came in to drive the price down. So what the POC stands for is the POC sometimes serves as what magnet. Okay, so previous week we've closed above it, which is a good sign for us. We've closed back above it, and then we are pushing to the upside. So overall, as I said, there are 3 scenarios there. This is also a possibility. Coming back to this to push. So what I'm telling you is you understand the direction, we are bullish, and the areas where we can take the trades. Now, don't be scared of taking SL. If you have sound risk management, you are going to make it up back. Okay, let's assume this takes me out. I won't panic. I have this level to also take trade. I will not panic. All right. So try to understand that as a trader, the moment you simply trade your system, allow it to move. If it comes to your stop loss, fine. You have another setup waiting, because I don't see any reason for a sell right now. Okay, that is why I don't see any reason for a sell. If we are at the key resistance level, let me check the daily. The key resistance level is still up here. Okay, if you can, let me take off the let me take off the peak trades. Okay. Yeah, we have some key level here, but not too strong level because price have passed through it so many times. But if you can close above it today, um that's a good thing to see. And then this is a reverse opening price, but not a key level. The key level is this level here, the opening price here. So if we get to this point, I will take my profit, this level. And then if today closes above, all right, if I get a close, this is what I want to see. A retest, and we target this. This is another key level. So if you can break the daily key levels, I think we should be hitting the all-time high very soon. Once you can break this is a stubborn level. We should hit the all-time high fast. So we have this level too, but once you break this, there's less volumes there. So price will simply move very fast into that direction because both buyers and sellers will agree that that is imbalance. It's not a fair price anymore. Price will push. The reason why we are seeing a consolidation, you can see here, is huge volume happening within here. So this is consolidation. Okay, that's consolidation there. And you can see that was the value area high of last week. That was where market tapped, came back down. All right. So volume profile, order flow tools are very key when it comes to understanding the market. Right. I think today's live will not be that much. Okay, let's look at Euro USD. Let me analyze. So on that note, I will take off this. Buyers are coming in, but I've taken that off. FX, Euro FX. Okay, so let's take a look at this. For those of us that trade Euro USD, it's been long I looked at Euro USD. Weather is dead cold. Um, okay, let's look at silver. Silver is another popular instrument right now because of the volatility. This is a nice absorption. You push up from here. H4. Silver is even easier to read currently than gold. Now you can see, okay. Now the first thing you need to do when you are, you can see how the market from here. Now, if you are shorting, you see why the wait BTC USD. Okay, if you see why the market is going down up to this point, the CVD is in agreement. Okay. The CVD and the price are in agreement. Now, the moment we got here, CVD is still going down, printing lower lows. This is aggressive. This is aggressive sellers still coming in, but price is going up. You can see. So whoever was selling here were absorbed. Okay. Maybe they tried to double down, but price keep pushing up. So many looking at that, you know that the downtrend is over for now. It's over. And we are closing above key areas. Yeah. If you want to get a retest, you can get a retest and then it move. This bearish move is over. It's over. Before you know, the buyers will start coming in and you see market move very fast. When the buyers start coming in, green, aggressive buyers start pushing in. They are coming in, but not as the sellers are still fighting. Okay, maybe because they're trying to defend this level here. They're trying to defend here. But it's gone. For me, it's gone. Unless a very big order comes in there. Okay, so you can see how the other flow tools will help you. I don't know why the Euro US is not opening. Let's check the BTC. Crypto, finance futures. Let's see if this will open. Okay, crypto is up. I don't know why Euro US is not. So I believe a lot of people, from what I've heard, there's a crash in the crypto market. But let's take a look if we will continue selling or we look for a way to buy, or the market is about to push. It's going to take time. These are instruments I hardly open, so it's going to take time. Oh wow, look at the drop on the weekly. Wow. Whoever is caught holding the bag at the point crypto rose up to, this is not even the all-time high. Wow. Is this, oh, this is not BTC. This is not BTC. Let me type it there. USDT. Okay. That wasn't BTC. I was in 2007. That was a BTC. So let's open up BTC. So this is the BTC. Yeah. Wow. Look at the drop. Wow. Got to 120. Wow. So let's take a look at what is happening. Using my opening price and combining it with order flow. So this, remember, this volume profile is the profile for the current month. You look at it current month, okay? All right. I'm going to mark out a key level here. This one. Maybe 2. Maybe price has gotten there. I don't know. Okay. You can see. So we're having those rejection. At first we came in here. Market is still, look at this. Let's look at CVD. Wow. You can see effort and result. Effort and result. Okay. When we got here, we are still pushing lower. Now the low created here, pay attention. We created a low here. This is the low. The price has not come back here for 2 weeks now. Week 1, week 2. The CVD is still printing lower lows. That's the first sign of absorption, okay? But not 100% confirmed. Buyers have not stepped in, so it doesn't make sense to simply open a buy trade, okay? So let's look at the daily. Where we have observed that we had a low. CVD is hitting lower lows here, the last candle, but we are unable to get back to that candle. We are creating inside bar. All right, that is first information. Meaning, because if we look before now, when such happens, even though buyers, in this case, buyers were pushing it up, but they were absorbed. Price came down. But this one, we are seeing red, but we are not seeing the effort or the result on the chart. So go to the daily. Let's see what the daily is telling us. You can see the low here. Okay. Buyers are still not in. From the daily, it doesn't show anything. Doesn't really show much. Okay. And we are still bearish. The weekly is still bearish. Before we can think about bullish trade, this is where we close above. Unless we take this low, then we have a new level to look at. If you want to know how I did this, simply send me a message. Okay. Now within the daily, we have some minor area, which is this. Maybe we are going to have a brief push, but right now you keep selling. You sold here. When price gets here, you try and sell. If it closes below this, a retest, you sell to this point. This is it. A close below this, retest is your entry to this point. Okay. So we are still bearish. Let me check the 4-hour. Okay, 4 hour is up. Off. Okay. We went bullish at first. I know a lot of people will be excited, yeah, but it became bearish here. So we are bearish. This is where you can take your trade for a bearish trade. Um, yeah. When price trade up in here, you sell. No, I get here. That's it. We are bearish. No sign of any bullish. Anybody that is coming in bullish, maybe have their reasons for a quick scalp. But from what I'm looking at from the higher time frame perspective, BTC is still bearish. Okay, BTC is still bearish. So that is the area you enter from. Okay. If this closes a bit bigger, you can shift this area to here. Okay. Simple as that. In short, um okay, things are not looking good for the bulls right now. And I know some people in crypto space, they like holding the asset. They call themselves diamond dance. They like holding. You say why that area and not the current location? You can still use the current location, but you can see the current location is at a support. If it was from here, let me mark this area. Yes, you could have entered, but we have already moved away from it. Okay, so that's why I said let me put in the more lines. Okay, now this is what I'm looking at. This was a key level here. It was a strong support, but it's broken. Now the moment it got broken, always wait for retest. Okay, it came back up. This was area you could have entered. You want to learn more about this, I will teach you. Join my mentorship. All right, I will teach you this. Now, because as I'm looking at the chart, the market has moved away from that. It would be nice because you can see this is support, though not strong, but it is a support. You have to respect it. Not a key level. Price could push up. So if you push up, why I use that, I like the fresh areas, and this area will give you the best risk to reward. However, if let me put on that question was from MK2. Okay, let me put this here. All right, if we have a close below that level, maybe at the end of this 4 hour, we close below that. You can decide to take an entry there, maybe stop loss above this high here. But in that case, your target will be here, maybe 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward. It's still good. Or the only time you can enter now is wait for this candle to close below this. We are at support. I will not want you to buy or sell at support or buy at resistance. Okay, so you've seen the man finally. I'm using the cap to cover the light. Who is that, by the way? Uh, sorry, I have to stretch. Agai Kasawa. Agai Kasawa from Where are you joining me from? Great to see you, sir. Great to know you also. Great to know you. And if you want us to know more, you can join my mentorship and get one-on-one teaching. All right. Where are you joining us from? Agai, Kasawa. So I believe MA, MK2. I believe you understand why. See, everything about trading is precision, patience, wait, wait. Well, if you don't wait, you are going to lose. Because if you wait, your risk to reward will be nice. When you lose, it won't be that much. Imagine if you are entering here, and let's say the price push up, more risk. If it takes you off, you are going to lose more. And the reward is not even too good. Okay? So there's nothing wrong in you waiting. Wait. If it doesn't come up, you're going to see a very good setup now. If it breaks below, break and retest. You want a closer, maybe if you want a tight stop. If you close below this, but because this is not a key level, I would not encourage you to have a tight stop. If this was a key level, wow, tight stop will be good. Okay, our guy says is from Zambia. How is Zambia this morning? Zambia. I used to have a student from Zambia. Uh, so that is it. So two options, yeah. Wait for this 4 hour to close. If you close below this line I'm putting, you can open a trade, stop loss above, because you maybe don't want to wait for a push up. Okay. Then this is your target, yeah. The market is bearish. The best would have been to enter here, the key levels. I like the interaction. That is good. At the point I wanted to go off from the live because it was like, okay, I'm done and I'm showing gold. I'm done showing Nasdaq, and I'm not getting the interaction. If not for Victor, that is, suggested the BTC, I would have ended it. Okay, so one thing about me is you can learn a whole lot from this live stream. I can go into teaching mode, teach you some concepts that you may not see in a recorded and upload, a record edit. This is a live teaching, which is, it has its own different experience. All right, that's its own different experience. So you can take advantage of that and learn while watching live. It's not every time, like the way I trade, I'm not a scalper, so I will not come up now and say, okay, this level, but I can mark out levels for you to observe in real time. When price gets there, even if I'm not live here, when price gets there, you study it the way I explained, and you are going to notice that most times price respect those levels. Okay, so we are different. There are different traders. We are different. There are people that are scalping. They are intraday. They are swing. All right. I've been a swing trader for a long time. Okay. So that is that. So this is not for BTC. Okay, this is not for BTC. This is still for gold. So on that note, I think we will meet soon. I will make a video to explain the absorption so that you can understand better. Okay, MA says, how does order flow help entry? And as someone that has entry issues, will it benefit me? Yes. Yes. Now let's look at it in hindsight. All right. Um, you have entry issues. Okay. Now, this trade. No, I mark this key level as an area where you can enter. Now, let's take off the second one. Let's assume you want to enter this trade. You remember the way you trade the Fibonacci, where you mark the high and the low? You can do the same, but this time, instead of using the Fibonacci tool, you can use the dynamic or volume profile. So mark it out. So now, what are you saying here? Where price is the point of control. That is where the highest number came in there. So it gave you a confluence with the key level. Okay. Then where do you place your stop loss? Let's assume you want to place your stop loss. You are entering here. You are entering here. Okay. Your stop loss can be above this. But this is a value area. I mean, high volume nodes, which is also a good area for your entry. Stop loss goes above them. Simple. So when you are entering here, stop loss above here, you can see price only got here, and then you can target lower. That's how to use it. It helps with your stop loss placement. If you are entering at the value area high, which is where I'm marking right now, the value area high is where I said price. If price goes up there, now if price takes you out here, comes in here, simply enter, then just put your stop loss around there or above this level, just to be safe, and target this. From here, it will move very fast. From there, but from the point of control like holding price, likes holding price before pushing. But you see this area, when price gets there, it moves immediately. So it all depends on what you're looking for. Okay. But this is a good entry, notwithstanding. So, but for me, if you are entering here, you can see a high volume node there. This is an area where you can take your profit. It's not, the risk to reward here is not too strong for me to take that risk, because if I'm entering, I want to be out fast because I'm in the middle of the fair price. If it was here, I will hold it longer, because most times once you move from here, you get to the value area low fast. Okay, so that is that. You can use it for, use the volume profile for placement of stop loss. Allow the market to do its thing. If it takes you out, no problem. That doesn't mean your analysis is bad or your strategy is bad. You need data. Trade up to like 100 times. Then look at your win rate, win ratio, win rate. That is what matter. Okay, not taking 1, 2, 3 trades now you lose. This strategy is not working. No, give it enough time. And that is why they encourage you to trade on a demo first. Trade as many as you can. Open trade. Don't be scared to open a trade. Open the trade. Okay. Open the trade. Take as many trades as you can. Journal them. Watch what happened if price hit your stop loss. And is there something you can do about it? Like here now, if we have high volume nodes there, I have a level here. Okay. That is also a strong area where simply put your stop loss above it. Okay. So it will help you a lot. You want to know, understand it better, you can join my mentorship. All right. Chat me up on Telegram. The link to the Telegram is in the description of this video. And then, or just go to my channel. You are going to see the link to my Telegram. Send me a message. Then we'll talk from there. All right. So this is nice. I love that question. In the absence of that, I think I have to go. And then let's watch as things play out. What just happened? I see. Price decided to come. You can see the levels I marked out. Price decided to come there, then rejected. These are key levels. The moment you know how to mark out your key levels, it will help you. Came down and then push up. And I wasn't even looking at it. Or was it? I think what happened again? Okay, that's the area we were looking at. Where I told you I took it. I can't even. Okay, that's the area. If I put in the big trades, you have it another 100. Sellers are trying to come in. They are trapped. I think they will get trapped. They'll get trapped. Sellers are coming in. I'm not panicking. I like it. Let them come in. If price push above it and close, we have absorption. We have absorbed them. Their effort has not given you result. So let's wait for this candle to close. If as they come in now, price come down, yes, they have results. But if as they're in now, the purple is sellers coming in. Let me check. The number was supposed to show. Oh, my filter has scattered because it's a new value. Okay. This is the area I was looking at. So you can see the retail traders are selling 15 lot size there, but I filtered it out. I don't want to see all those noise. They are coming in. They're trying to push them here. They're trying to push the price down, but I don't think it's not sufficient enough. I have 100 here. So if it closes above and they are still trying to push it down, that is absorption. And I'll be relaxed. I'll be relaxed that, okay, market will push up. So are you just doing live London sessions? Is it time? I've done New York session. If I have the time, I will do New York session as well. Okay, but if you want me to do 2, London, New York, I can do that. Especially today, I can do that. Okay. MA says, I've been trading for 8 years and come across many strategies. I have one that is profitable, but I accumulate more losses than I would like, and my psychology becomes bad. I will join your Telegram. Yes, see, there's nothing wrong in if you said the strategy is profitable. Do you have the metrics? Do you have the journal to prove that? Okay, like if you take a trade, 100 trades, how many of them are winning trades? Now, it's not really by win rate, it's by result. You can have 30% win rate and you still kill the market if you have good risk to reward. So it all depends. Good risk to reward, good hit rate, good win rate. So maybe when you join me, you explain better, okay? You explain better the strategy, and then we look at what to do. My own kind of strategy is it gives you a kind of relax. You are relaxed, just looking at the market. You know where the direction is, okay? And it's going to give, if you add it with the volume profile, to give you a good area You understand what is happening in the market right now, so you don't panic. Imagine imagine that there is no order flow tool. You like, what's going on? There are sellers coming in and all that. Candlestick only show you the result at the end of the day. It does not tell you what happened before that result came to being. Okay, so that is the difference there. But with order flow, I understand. I can have calm. Like you talk about psychology. The order flow can help you with your psychology. You will not be scared. Like, okay, I can see that, okay, buyers are in control and all that. Let me just keep my cool. You try that. Before you know, you work on your psychology. Okay? Something like that. We have all been there, right? And 8 years is a solid year to put into trading. I admire you a lot. You just need a little bit of shaping here, shaping there, and then you're perfect product. Right? So talk to you guys later. Maybe later in the day, I will let you know on my post if I'm going to go live. On that note, au revoir. Au revoir. Thanks for coming up. Make sure you share this video, like and comment. I like your comment. Okay, share it on your various platforms.